All right. Let's continue on with this nonsense. Site, how you doing? Mr. Showers, how is your Wednesday coming along? How goes it? How goes it? All right. I might not be online for an hour, so I'm in the middle of work. I wish you a good stream. Till then, happy grinding. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I am. I am here early. Early. I've been up for about an hour or so, and been doing the arena, and figured, well, I've got a fair bit of arena to go, so let's share my pain. So here we are. What are you up to, Mr. Showers? Mr. Parasite is working. I'm assuming maybe you're working if you're up this early too. Although maybe it's not early for most people. So initially when I was thinking of doing this arena, I was figuring I'd get up to about 80 million, mainly because I thought I'd be missing some additional rounds of the 5 stars because I've had stuff to do all week and still stuff to do today, tomorrow, and Friday. But I've been able to get in all of the rounds of 5 stars. So I think I'm going to end up, after this run right now, the 5 and 6, I should end up at 70 million. And then I'll get another run of 5 and 6, which should get me to about 83. And then one more run of the 5 stars should get me to 88 today. And then my one run tomorrow morning should get me, I should end up at just 100 million. I might refresh. Well, actually, I don't know if I need to refresh. I do have some arena boosts. I could just use those with the rainbow boosts, but refresh to maybe 105-ish. I think if people are going to be targeting a number, it's probably going to be like 80 to 100, and most likely people would go a little bit over 100. So yeah, I think I might try to get to 105. I can get to 100 without any refreshing though. But yeah, to go beyond that, I would need 500 to 1,000 units probably. You got any songs or albums you would recommend? So we were talking about musicians the other day, and I think my favorite musician of all time was Michael Jackson. But yeah, there's a few songs. One, I think the reason I liked this one particular song was the idea of going to the place and experiencing the title of the song. It's called Rainy Night in Georgia by Brooke Benton. It's a kind of slow song, but I there was a period of time where I don't know, I was obsessed with it. And yeah, I wanted to go to somewhere in Georgia during, like, when it was raining. Billy D, how you doing? There's another one I like, 9 Million Bicycles by Katie Melua. I guess, well, both are kind of relatively slower songs. As far as specific I liked a lot of Savage Garden, so pretty much anything of theirs. I mean, that's a kind of older group, but yeah, nothing, like, I couldn't list off a whole bunch of and for the most part, like, I like things, but I don't know the title of the song for a lot of things. I like a lot of Ed Sheeran, a fair bit of Adele. That's obviously more up-to-date music. But yeah, I don't know why. Oh crap. There was one Sting song. Oh, I can't remember what it is now, but that I really like. Scorpions' Winds of Change. I like the beginning of that one with the whistling. Yeah. What about you? Do you have any favorite songs, Mr. Billy? Well, Lazy Billy, not Billy D. Well, Billy D, you could chime in too. I will recommend an album, and that's Igor by Tyler, the Creator. Okay. Is that rap? You lost me with Sheeran and Adele. You don't care for them? Okay. Okay, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, not everybody's gonna like all music, for sure. Rag and Bone Man, go listen to his stuff. Amazing. Okay. I don't. I'm pretty like for newer music or new to me. It's hip hop. Okay. Newer music to me, it's usually gonna be like something from YouTube or TV show or yeah. I like what I like kind of, and I don't really seek out new stuff so much. But when I do come across something that is new to me and I like, I'll look up like a lot. Like I think I don't remember what the first Ed Sheeran song was that I heard, but after I heard that, yeah, I was really interested in finding more. Oh, you know one, the Post Malone song from Into the Spider-Verse. So I really liked that song. And then I looked up Post Malone, and that was kind of the only song of his that I actually liked. I listened to anything except opera, but Sheeran and Adele and all the new music is kind of last resort. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't care for a lot. Well, actually, you know what? Newer music now I don't mind, but like the early 2000s, a lot of the new stuff then I didn't really care for too much. There were songs here and there for sure, but in general, not so much. Whereas late 80s, 90s music, yeah, pretty much everything I liked. And I mean, that's probably a big reason why I liked Michael Jackson, because I mean, a lot of his stuff was from the 80s, so. And when I was, yeah, I guess I would have been a teen, like maybe between 10 and 14-ish. I really liked the New Kids on the Block. I thought they were the greatest thing ever. Ever. So, one of the things I really hate for Arena is having a big time difference between my 6 stars. Like from when I'll start running them to... so if I start running them, and if I have to take a break or for some reason I can't just run them straight through. And so that's what happened yesterday. So I was busy for about an hour. So there's about a 45-minute gap, about 2/3 of the way through the 6-star roster. It's so annoying. Because I'll go through the 6 stars, and then I've got to wait close to an hour before I can finish them off. Now, it's not too bad because I could run the 5 stars in the middle there, but yeah, I just much prefer to run all 6, get that done, then run all 5, get that done, and then wait for the resets. But I sing Elvis and Bob Marley opera style. Billy D, have you ever heard of Boney M? I think they're from like they're pretty old. They would have been really popular. They had a lot of Christmas music. But they're from the Bahamas. No. Barbados. They're from somewhere in the Caribbean. But they became big because of a Danish music producer. But yeah, I quite like their music. I don't know if they've done anything new in like ever. The album I recommend is really a lot of people like it. Okay. Actually, some of the music I've been using for stream, who's Boney M. Some of the music I've been using for stream, I've ended up looking up the artist to find more. Like the Royal by Slender Beats that Buddy Lee uses. Like I really liked that. So then I looked up other stuff by Slender Beats. I've actually got several of their tracks in the stream music. Another one that I like that's on the stream, several of their tracks, is oh dear, can't remember the name now. Oh snap! Wait, I should have been phased there, shouldn't I? Maybe not. Let me see if I can find the music I was thinking of. Rick James is great. Okay. Let's see here. Broken Summer. Yeah, that's the group. I like a lot of their stuff. I shouldn't say a lot. I've got like 5 of their tracks for the stream music. So did everybody get their season rewards? And if so, are you happy with what you got? Because they had a little bit of a problem. It looks for some alliances that 10th war count. Yeah, so alliances who, because we were told that war wouldn't count, so they didn't really bother with it, or just didn't try too hard, and they're finding that that loss cost them. When is the gifting event for MCOC? It starts on the 20th. So in 12 days. And I think it runs for 2 weeks. So you've got a lot of time to use up those units. So yeah, day 1, don't go too hard. Pace yourself. You're gonna have a lot of time to spend some units. And I think either Christmas, I think it's Christmas Day, where they'll have offers. They're not going to be as substantial as, well, at least they haven't been previously. Who knows about this year? But as substantial as July 4th or Cyber Weekend, or now even spring cleaning. But you'll have cash offers in the unit store that will also have extra items tied to buying units. So if you're doing the gifting event and you're finding you need some units, you're going to have an opportunity to get some units, but get some extra stuff with them. So last year, I think it was mainly shards was the big thing tied to the units. I'd assume something similar this year. Like, I don't think it's going to be anything like Cyber Weekend, July 4th, like a substantial. But yeah, if during the gifting you're feeling that you want to buy some units, just wait for at least Christmas Day, because you'll get more value for it. 5-star Nexus, I was happy with. 6-star was T5 Frag Crystal was not class. Okay. So we're gonna get to 60 million, then we're gonna swap over to whatever 6 stars are available currently, and get those guys on cooldown, and then we'll be back to the 5 stars. So it might be a little bit back and forth with the 5 and the 6. And then I'll be able to run the 6 stars again at 6 this afternoon. And then I'll still have that gap. Can't wait to get Awakening Gems for my Cap IW and iBond. Okay. You're thinking of that like for Christmas gift stuff, or because of the trade-in store? I'm interested to see what the Christmas gift is too. I'm just thinking now, if it's an Awakening Gem, which I think it should be, but if it's an Awakening Gem Crystal, and I end up getting Mystic, I don't know how I'll feel, because I would have just done this grind to get Doom duped, and then, the trading store, okay. Initially, when they announced it, I was kind of thinking that we were going to have the opportunity to trade up. So, like, you would use multiple 5-star Awakening Gems to get a 6-star Awakening Gem. I don't think that's what it's going to be. I think it's going to be a 1-to-1. Because I read over their wording for it, and I think it's simply going to be, if you've got a Tech Awakening Gem, you can trade it in for a generic Awakening Gem, or whatever other class. And I think it's going to be the same thing with the Sig Stones. For the Sig Stones, though, that could be really beneficial. Because if you've got a bunch of Sig Stones of Science, but let's say you want to Sig up Aegon, so you need the skill Sig Stones. Well, if you trade in your Science ones for skill, or if you trade in your Science ones for generic, well, then you can use them on Aegon. So I think that's what it's going to be. And if that's all it is, at least as far as Sig Stones go, I hope it should be a 1-to-1. But I could see it being more than a 1-to-1, just because obviously a classic stone is less valuable than a generic. So I could see them saying, you need 2 or 3 class Sig Stones to get the 1 generic. But if that's the case, I don't know if I'll really take advantage of it too much. But if it is a 1-to-1, I'm going to trade in all of my 6-star Sig Stones, class ones, which I don't have that many. But yeah, I'll trade them all or change them all to generics. Got Silver Centurion low on list of rank ups, but want to play around with him. Yeah, I think people who have him like him a fair bit. I've never used him for anything in particular. I have him as a 5-star. Yeah, I've never used him for anything. And I don't really know what I would use him for, really. I know he was being used for that one. I think it was the Mr. Sinister fight for Summer of Pain. I think people used him there. But outside of that, I haven't really seen any, he's the best option. So, okay, let's get these 6 stars going, get the boosts going. We'll go with the short-term ones because we've got some in overflow, so let's just get those used up a bit. And then we'll go to the longer lasting ones. I think that, yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah. I think this is the second time I've streamed this early. Second or third. And I think one time was I simply just got up early and figured I'd stream, and the other time would definitely have been grinding for a champion. It's funny, I wasn't planning to be getting up early for this grind, but it's been happening. That was the one thing I wasn't looking forward to. I don't mind the actual time doing the arena, but yeah, the getting up early to take advantage of as many refreshes as you can, I just don't care for that at all. Got the Summoner Trials done. Oh, that's the thing too. So, I got the milestones for the basic. I've done 1 million for the T4B. I'm going to do the other 1 million. So there's going to end up being 6 million points that aren't going into the featured arena. So if I miss Doom by like 6 or 7 million, that's going to be annoying. But I mean, I'm going for it as in doing all of the rounds that I'm able to, but not doing any refreshing. I'm not sacrificing on the other arenas really, so definitely somebody I'd like to get, but if I don't get them duped, well, so be it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we wouldn't want to go with a Mystic against Monsieur Twatch. So are your kids still off school, Billy? Because you were saying, I think it was the last time I was streaming, that they were off due to weather? This is actually the first time in quite a while where I fought a Doom for this arena. Oh, well, I guess also because for the most part I've been going with the Sinister 6 opponents. So long as it's not the Green Goblin team. All the other ones I get through pretty quick, but if it's Green Goblin, that's going to slow things down a little bit. So I try to avoid those ones at all costs. Let's see. Yeah, I'll do Void because Mysterio can be a little bit slow too. Okay. If Nick wasn't awakened, I would not have done this avoid. This avoid. I would have avoided this avoid fight. Or this avoid fight. But with Nick being opened, yeah. Oh my lord, I can't speak. With Nick being awakened, I don't mind taking on Void. It's well, in Arena, it's not too much of a problem because should be able to get him down before anything crazy happens. But normally, with running suicides, yeah, Void is a fight I do not want to be taking. Off again today. Got email. I was walking out the door this morning. Lucky I came back to get something from the house. Kids love it. Yeah, I bet they do. Yeah. So what is it like? Snowy weather or cold or winds? Well, we're not. The 6 stars are coming out cooldown relatively slow. With him sleeping, this will probably be a quick one. Quick to get through this one. And that should do. That should do. No waste left. I don't think I might. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to stream tomorrow. At least not this arena. Because I'll be out right about when the arena is done for about 2 hours. So I might stream tomorrow afternoon. I think either tomorrow or Friday we get the Shard Arena. So I might stream some of that. And then Friday we get the trade and store going live. And I will stream when that goes live because I want to go through what. Well, it's the Awakening Gems and the Seek Stones that I really want to see how that's going to work. But I've got a bunch of the level 1 revives to trade in. Got quite a few small health pots to trade up. So yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to utilize that. Okay. Can't play game on 2 devices now. The update is decharging the iPad and phone. Oh, okay. Okay. Gusts are strong, but with COVID-19, the school... I see. Windows are open, so staying... I see. Okay. That makes sense. So, okay, so then it's basically just as long as it's windy that they'll be out of school. So are they doing it online or there's just no classes for this? Although I suppose with being this close to Christmas, maybe it's better off just to say, hey, we'll open back up in January. Ah. Yeah, I don't know if schools were open here last. No, yeah, they were open just before Christmas, I think. But a lot of people were still, like, they had the choice to do it online. I think they still do currently, but I think there's a lot more people physically going to school current now than last year when the choice was there. Yeah, I don't know how well I would do with online schooling. I like how the boosts are now, at least as far as arena goes, because it makes it a lot easier to access them when doing arena. It used to be like if you got to this screen and you forgot to apply your boost, you're screwed. Now, right up until you're actually fighting, you can be applying the boost, so it's kind of nice. Oh, jeez. Wow. Archangel wasn't messing around there. No, he was not. I actually might keep them out, not sure yet. I have them reading now, read a book 1 hour, they can play an hour, and so on. Both are reading Harry Potter and Artemis Fowl. Okay. Okay. Like, you think to keep them out, like, until after Christmas, or beyond that as well? Anytime. Yeah, Mysterio's not a bad one. It's not as slow as Green Goblin, but he definitely can be slow, so. I see at least one fight to pick from that might be quicker than this one of the Sinister Six ones. I'll usually take that. The one team for the Sinister Six that pretty much every time I see, I'm definitely taking is the Rhino one, because it's Rhino, Doc Ock, and Vulture, and yeah, that one gets done pretty quick. Go in to start with a light intercept and I get parried. Just my luck. Mr. Middleton, how you doing? Haven't seen you for a while. I just got to work. Not sure how many units I'll be using. 2,000 to 3,000 probably to just hit milestones, and using alt account revive gifts to get the Abyss initial clear. Okay. The initial clear on the alt account or for the main account? But yeah, that's a very good idea. I think most people usually end up exchanging the greater gifting crystals, but yeah, I think it's a great time to be getting through content. Any difficult content where you figure you're going to need resources, because yeah, it's a good time to be getting those resources and getting something for it, and then also getting cores to unlock any masteries. On the main, just farming units on the other one since last year. Okay, so how many units do you have stored up on the alt account? Just until the start of January. They'd be doing school, choir, and Christmas stuff when they're not. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, if they're not in school now, it's not like they're missing out on too much. Yeah. Okay. On your alt, 4,000? Nice. Okay. So that's just through regular questing then on the alt. Alright. So, would you do that then? Oh, I guess because it will benefit the alt account too. Okay, yeah. So no, I was going to say, like, do people do that? Like, make an alt for the units to gift because they wouldn't have other people to trade with? But yeah, I guess if you figure you're going to play another account, having it benefit from the gifting as well. Yeah. I think you get points for both sending items and receiving. So the alt would be getting the points for the sending, and your main would get the points for the receiving. It's kind of funny because if we were able to, like, if the gifting badge was a thing year round, I think, the gifting event would still be significant because of the items that you well, because of the greater gifting crystals, really, what it would come down to. But so as far as that goes, it would still be a thing, but it wouldn't be such a novelty, right? Because it'd be something we could do throughout the year, and then just wouldn't get the benefit of the milestone stuff. Although, when the gifting badge was in the game, I think I only once gifted someone an item outside of the gifting event. And it was, I think we were in war. And somebody was stuck. I don't remember if it was the boss or it was just before the boss. But they had items that they could use, but they didn't have any units to buy items. And I think I sent them like a revive or something. But outside of that, the only time I've ever traded with somebody, or not traded, gifted something, was during the gifting event. Because for the first, at least year, probably first 2 years that I was playing, you could gift at any time. Year-long questing in calendar, alt is only at level 42. No plans to go far with it. Not enough time with work and found fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, and that was one of the things, like, all of this talk about, like, people making all of these alt accounts and farming them for the units and stuff, and it's like, you might get 5 people who do something like that, but overall, people don't have time for that kind of craziness. It's because, just starting out an account, it's not like you could auto-fight through everything, like the early acts, right? Because the characters you're going to start out with are applicable to the early acts, where you actually need to play them for the most part. Now, somebody with a more developed account or roster absolutely could, no problem, to auto fight through the early acts. But if you're in like day 1, day 2, no, you're not auto fighting through that nonsense. Maybe by the time you get your first 4 or 5 star, which I guess right now you're getting a 4 star just for starting the game. She's not going to do anything about that craziness. Okay. Okay. Might have been quicker here just to parry him and do a heavy to finish that off. Oh well. It is done. What is done is done. Oh, Billy, so I've watched a couple episodes of Lost in Space. Yeah, and I think the first episodes for season 3, I just wasn't really paying attention. That's why I didn't like it. But yeah, I'm getting back into it. Dexter Boss, how you doing? How's your Wednesday coming along? So I haven't watched all of the final season for Lost in Space, but I watched a couple episodes, and then up to date on the Discovery episodes, which it's interesting. Doing fine. And you? I'm doing okay. I'm up way too damn early, but other than that, yeah. Can't complain too much. How'd your season rewards work out for you? Any good pulls from war rewards? think if you scroll up, Jacob listed what he got. I think he might be the only... Oh, no, I think there was somebody else who said what they got. I haven't done any openings. I'm saving 6-star shards for the next 6-star feature. And the 5-star Nexus, I've got... I think with the one from Warrior Wars, I've got 23 or 24 now. And we're going to open some of those when I hit 500 subs. We'll open 10 of them when I get to 500 subs on YouTube, and well, chat will dictate who I choose from those Nexus or Nexi. I think I'm probably going to open one more of the current 6-star feature, but outside of that, yeah, I want to save whatever shards I've got for the next feature. Because the next feature is going to have a bunch of new characters for me. Well, I think pretty much everybody who'll be in there, except for the new champions. I didn't grind any of them from their arenas, so yeah, that's going to be at least 8 for sure. That would be new opportunities. Oh, that's what's it done. Awakened 6-star Massacre. It took new Agent Venom from Nexus, other 2, and got to 93% on Mystic T5C. Okay. Good. So is that T5CC you were looking for, or was it kind of useless? Still close. Having a full one, eh? But yet so far away yet. Do you have somebody for Mystic that you'd want to R5 or R3? The closest one so far. Got 4 R3 so far. Okay. Who are your 4 R3s? And who is your first R3? Only option for now is Tiger, but she's not duped. I'm still hoping for that Doom pull. Okay. You're not getting into this arena nonsense. My mini, I had to do Act 2 and 3 again. It reset to 0. Crazy had completion already done. Funny seeing Act 4 and 5 completion. The lower acts had 0, but just 5,000 units now. Oh, okay. Overflow of revives is, yeah, okay. Yeah, so after the trade-in store goes live on Friday, now we're also going to have Halls of Healing, Halls of Glory, but probably before the new year, I should have Settled 3 done, because I should have a ton of resources to get through it. It's mainly just the Kang fight. Although I think maybe with Suicides Off, that might go a lot better than it has got up to now. So, we'll see. I don't know if I'll trade up level 2 revives to level 3. I think I'll just stick with trading the level 1s to level 2s. And then, yeah, because we'll have 2 weeks where you can have it in overflow before it expires. And yeah, within that time, I'll definitely have them used from overflow. So, Pyramid X was my first R3. After that, Ghost, then Hercules, and 2 days ago, R3 Mole Man. Okay. Pyramid X, eh? All right. I don't think she's somebody I've seen too often as an R3. Not bad. Now Hercules. Yeah, you see a ton of him at R3 and R4. Nice. Okay. But yeah, all pretty damn good options though. Holy cow. I was very close to taking Moman to R3. And it was really going to be depend on how much I saw using him for map 8. But with the current iteration of map 8 and for my lane, he's not a necessity. So I could still definitely take him to rank 3, but I figured that would be the main area that I would use him, and then it would be beneficial for other things as well. But yeah, not seeing the main utilization of map 8, so yeah, I haven't taken him to rank 3. But as far as skill champions who I have currently, I think he's the only one that I would do. The only other possible consideration would be Hitmonkey, and I don't think I'll do Hitmonkey. I'll probably jump in 7-2, 7-3 exploration since I'm stacked with health pots and revives. Yeah. He is such a cheat code, not gonna lie. I did like 95% of EQ fights with him. With Hercules or Moman? Yeah, when he's in arena in January, that's gonna be interesting. And I don't think I'm gonna. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't think I'm gonna go for it. Hercules, yeah, okay. Dexit would be nice, and I would cherish the gifting, but I cannot get anything done on main. Game issues, no arenas done, no units, and no new 4-stars from grind. I'm actually a bit angry with Kabam. So you can play on your alt account, but not on your main account? Or just the alt account, like what you've got on the alt account is easier to do with the issues, rather than struggling through with the main account. Was there something I was doing yesterday? It wasn't in arena. It wasn't AQ. Oh, I guess it was. Yeah, I guess it was event quest. I don't remember what the fight was, but I could not parry for shit. And it wasn't me. I knew it wasn't me for once. About gifting requirements, that's for Billy. So, what team are you planning to use for your initial clear of Abyss? My main on iPad, my mini on Xperia, and mini on Android tablet. Okay. Yeah, that'd be annoying if you're not able to access the game, or access the game but not play it properly because of the issues in the device. Okay, so we're gonna have 6 stars on cooldown. I have to wait for a bit for them, so we'll go back to running the 5 stars. All right. Just make a Kabam ID, and you can use that account on any platform if that is trouble. You know what's funny? There's certain things, even though I use it all the time, like this, I don't know my password. Like, I would have to try probably a couple. I don't think, like, if I needed to log in to this game and enter a password, I don't think I would get it right. I would probably have to do like a password reset or recovery thing. Um, yeah. There's a few things that are like that though. I think like some of my banking stuff. Actually, almost everything now because everything is just already logged in. Um, so yeah, if I go to use something on a new device and I have to enter my password, I'll be screwed. Although I've been changing my password recently for a lot of things. So if it's something newer, I would be okay. But yeah, if it's an account for something I've had for a long time, I'd be screwed because I would I would not remember the password at all. All right, so let's see how long we've got until we get 6 stars again. Okay, so about an hour. Okay. All right. Let's run some 5s. Ooh, let's get the boosts a going. We'll run short ones here, and then after this, we'll go with the half hours. Oh, I actually don't have that many more 5 stars to run. Yeah. Dex says, no, it's too messy. I'm not going to bounce around on one device. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Like logging in the different accounts into the one device. Yeah. Well, but at least you know, I guess, if you want to play an account, you do have at least one device where it will allow you to play it okay. So I'm almost done with mini account for gifting. Currently almost level 39 and halfway through done with Act 4 exploration. Okay. All right. Back to crazy now, like Authenticator. If your device doesn't work, you're screwed. Yeah, and for Google, I got a notice a couple days ago. I think it was, I don't know if it was by January or later in December, that you're gonna have you're gonna be required to use an authenticator to log in. And so it was just a matter of, do you want to start doing it now, or do you want to wait until you're forced to do it? So, well, it's not really it is kind of an authenticator, but basically if I log out, or if I try to log in into Gmail on my computer, I have to verify myself from my phone. So like I'll try to log in on Gmail on my computer, and then I'll get an email or a notice on the Gmail app on the phone. But I guess, like how common hacking and whatnot are, yeah, I guess, the companies have to do something, right? Definitely will continue playing there for fun. I finished 5-1 a few weeks ago. It was fun. Okay. Yeah, I used to say if I didn't do Arena to the amount I do, that I would do a second account, and now I don't know. I don't know if I would do a second account at all. I think from a content perspective, it might be more. Well, yeah, it'd probably be a lot more interesting than watching me just do Arena. So yeah, I think somebody, for a content creator, especially if, I don't know how many new people are coming to the game, but somebody who's knowledgeable about the game in general, starting over would be really good for somebody who's newer to the game to be watching. Because I think, yeah, if you're relatively new to the game, like a month in, there's a ton of questions from the early, from masteries to, who to pick if you get these options in a Nexus and blah, blah, blah. So being able to watch somebody doing that early content, yeah, would definitely be a benefit. It's horrible. Have been doing this for a year, and if say phone down, you can't get in. Come on. Yeah, I think probably like if I were trying to increase the followers and subs, I think that's something I would really have to consider. Would be starting a new account. But I mean, the whole point of me doing the YouTube thing is just to have people to talk to while doing this nonsense, this craziness that is Arena. Even though most people who watch are higher tier players, it is definitely nice to make guides for new players. Yeah, yeah, and the thing is too with streaming, depending on how you do it, you don't need to like you could have your stream, and then after you've streamed, you can go back and add timestamps if you wanted. So rather than making a separate video, you could have a guide just from a stream. It's just a matter of having timestamps, right? So what you would do is you'd start off your, like, let's just say you're starting day one, right? And you start off with, okay, so on and so forth. And let's say you do it for a week. So each stream, as you're discussing things or whatever, now you'd need to be on the ball and keep track of when you're discussing certain things. But yeah, you could end up having the timestamps for that the video of the stream. So if somebody wants to go through, and then also you could also have the discussion of, okay, well, why would you do this mastery? Why would you pick this champ? Where are they? Stuff like that. But again, it would be a little bit of work for the creator, but I think it would be quite beneficial for anybody relatively new. And then it would cut down a fair bit on the editing. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I think for me, if not for Arena, I don't think I would stream or make a recap video like BG does for his 7-day runs. Yeah. But I mean, he's also doing that because when he's doing that, he's going, because it's usually like a challenge, right? Like to see how far he can get in that period of time. So his streams are like 8-10 hours. So I'm talking somebody just streaming for a normal 2 hours. And then within that 2 hours, it's broken down into the different subject matters that are discussed during the stream. Like depending on how you want to do it. If it's more of a just, like I'm playing, watch me kind of thing, then so be it. But if you want to do it as a stream that's kind of instructional, I think that wouldn't be a bad way to go. Although, to be honest, I think maybe doing something like that, you'd want to have somebody in voice with you. Yeah. That might make that more doable, probably. Whether it be to, kind of keep up with chat, and then that way also whoever's in voice could filter through the chat to make sure that the questions that are being, or the topic of conversation is relevant to what's actually happening on the stream. But I do think that I don't really know for videos or guides on the early stuff how many views that would get. I just have a feeling that doing it as a stream, and I mean that could be the same thing there too. Like maybe while it's live you get people watching, but after the fact maybe not. I don't know. That's what I meant. It doesn't need to be long stream. Just get important parts from that video and make voiceover, etc. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So like if you did it without that, because doing that like a recap, that's a fair bit of editing to do, and it's would be quite time consuming. So yeah. But I don't know, like, because like 8 to 10 hours. I could absolutely see being able to condense that to half an hour. But I don't know if you've got 2 hours. Like, what would you condense that to 10 minutes maybe? Mesh, how you doing? How's your day coming along? R3 and using AG on Nick at the same time. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think he's one of the most realistic characters to use a generic on, because it's not a make or break for him. It's pretty close, but it's not like you have to have him awakened. However, you don't need him at high sig, so one sig level, and he's good to go. Whereas somebody that you want a high sig, using a awakening gem, especially a generic, it really feels kind of bad, right? Unless you got a ton of sig stones. So I think he's probably got to be one of the most useful gem options. Now I'm saying that it took me over a year of having a gem until I used it on him, but I was waiting mainly to see if we'd ever get class gem somewhere, and you know, if it happened to be skill for me, well, that's obviously what I was going to go to. But yeah, it was a big part of it was I've been saying I was going to do it forever, and also just simply to make a video for it. That's really, those are the two big reasons why it happened when it did. I was thinking to wait to see what the Christmas gift was, but I was like, nah, let's just get this done and over with. And now I feel much more comfortable taking the 6-star into incursions or anywhere else where I think I might have to use them. I use a skill awakening gem. I was going to go with Aegon, but my alliance mates pushed me towards the Thicky Nicky. I don't regret it. Okay. Well, Aegon, for the most part, there's really, I mean, obviously you can use them wherever, but there's really only a couple places where you're going to get his full potential. Whereas Nick, you could use anywhere and get his full potential. Now, if you've got AOL, if that's not done, then I think the Aegon Awakening is not necessarily a better way to go, but has a lot more relevance. If you've got AOL done, yeah, 6-star Awakened Aegon. I mean, if you've got the 5-star Awakened, you're good. You don't need to worry about the 6-star too much. And even if you don't have AOL done, but you've got the 5-star, he's by far capable of doing what needs to be done there. I do Plat 2 War, so I think he's going to do a lot. Yeah. And if you've got him at a decent sig, he'd be good for defense. Not that that's where you want to put him, but yeah, if he's at a high sig, that decreased time for him to degen could give somebody a bad day for sure. I don't plan on doing AOL anytime soon. I have R5 Sig 200 Aegon. Yeah, so there you go. So whenever you do want to get to it, you're already set. So Sig 20. Oh, okay. Just enough to make it look natural. All natural. Yeah, and I don't think even if we get a follow-up to AOL, I think a 5-star Aegon, if Aegon is still applicable, I think a 5-star will be fine. Probably not until looking at R4, R5 would the 6-star really be way ahead of the 5-star. I mean, at R3, it is a little bit better, but I don't know if it's enough to say, if you've got the option between the two, to pour a ton of 6-star resources into them. Because I did AOL with a 6-star. And it wasn't until like probably half a year after I was done AOL did I get the 5-star. Now, if I had the 5-star first, I would have used him. But if I had between the 5 and the 6, I don't know. Well, I guess it would have depended. Well, no, the 5-star would have been very easy to get duped. The 6-star, like I had the 6-star actually for a while, but it was getting him awakened, which was the problem. Okay. Something I didn't know about. Apparently, I had Namor at Sig 180, R3 5-star, so I'll be R5ing him. Okay. Yeah, he's somebody you don't see utilized a lot, but he's still pretty damn good. And as far as I know, he's still the only one in the game who does what he does at that high Sig level. You have champions who can mitigate the damage, but to basically take any damage and turn it back on the opponent, and then you don't take damage, it's not too bad at all. And the mutant class really has some unique champions, though. Aegon is good for long content like Abyss, LOL, as Soldier said. Other than that, he isn't so good. No, he's good for shorter stuff too. It's just that you're not going to get his full potential on shorter stuff. Like, I use him a fair bit for incursions. I don't use him for Sector 7, but for Sector 8, if we're going to go 10 rooms, and Aegon's available, yeah, I'll usually go with him. I don't use him for any story content or monthly EQ. Just because, yeah, you're not going to get his combo up high enough. I use him a lot in Act 6, 100%. Yeah, I could see that. I think he was used a fair bit for the Gauntlet. And I did kind of consider him for the Gauntlet, but I ended up going with a pretty mixed team. And let's go... Yeah, let's get the 15-minute health boost. Because it's not like we use those anywhere. Yeah. For incursions, yeah, but for normal short stuff, you will use any other skill since they are way faster. Yeah. I used to use him for farming ROL for health pots. And then once I got CGR, well, I didn't use ACOG for that anymore. And actually, I used to use him for farming 536 as well. The first 2 fights would be slow, but by maybe the 3rd or 4th fight, yeah, things were going pretty quick. And I think Nick is good for Path 4 in War. I don't know. I do not know. He could be pretty good for this encroaching stun. That's on the right-hand side, going towards Section 2. He could be good there, or probably for Stunning Reflection. Now, you'd need him in his real phase. So, I mean, if you're running Suicides, it'd be kind of difficult. But, yeah, if you're not running Suicides, he'd be good there, because he can't be stunned in his real phase, so you wouldn't have to worry about that. And then again, at high Sig, he makes a pretty good defender. My current team for Path 4, including the Footloose, Mini, is Moleman and Cap IW. I'll be replacing Moleman for now. Okay. So you'll bring in Nick over Moleman. Okay. Let's mix it up a bit. You don't have suicides? Yeah. Yeah, if you're pretty competitive for war, you don't really want to be running suicides. Both for placing your defenders and then, yeah, just using on attack as well. If I didn't do arena like I do, I wouldn't run suicides. It's not too often that I need to take them off to get content done, but here and there I definitely do. But it would also open up options for things a lot more if I didn't run suicides. And you're going to try him out. If it doesn't go good, I'll bring back Momat. Yeah, no reason why not to try him out, right? Yeah, especially during the off season, because there's really nothing at stake if you find he doesn't work out too well. Oh yeah, I guess we'll do that one. 3 hours. It depends who the defender is. Yeah. 3 hours for next side quest to be open. I hope they do Rhino like Safeguard, like the way he annoyed people back in the day. I was really tempted to open Suicides this Cyber Monday, but I decided not to. Okay. Do you think you might do it during the gifting event? Because I think if you're looking to get the cores, that's your best time to do it. And you may end up seeing a offer on cores just before the gifting event starts, because they've done that a few times. I think they've done it. Oh, wow. I think they've done it with as cash offers, and they've also done it with units a few times too, where you can get cores at a pretty decent price. Really? Okay. If they make him dot immunity on him, it will be a long fight. Yeah. Maybe, yeah. So when I unlocked Suicides, it was the first time. I don't. It might have been actually the first gifting event they ever had, but it was definitely the first time I had ever participated in it. And I think there were the greater gifting crystals at the time, but I just didn't have any interest in those. And I had thought about Suicides back and forth throughout, prior to the gifting event, but I was like, oh, that's a lot of units, and I didn't do arena at the time, so it would have only been through purchased units. But then when the gifting event dropped, I really didn't have anything in mind that I wanted to be gifting, so I was like, well, I guess this is the time. If I want to get those masteries unlocked, this would be a good time to get the resources to do it. So, and I unlocked them during the gifting event, but I don't think I actually applied them until probably February, and I may have just tried them like for a couple days. Now at the time I still wasn't doing arena hardcore, and I think it was I put Suicides. Yeah, so I was doing arena without Suicides, just the T4B and the T1A arenas, and yeah, I'd get those done. And then I tried it once with Suicides, and I was like, holy crap, this is so much faster. And it was after that I was like, okay, if I can get through arena this quick, I may as well just leave these things active all the time and spend a bunch of time in arena. And here we are, like 3 years later. Gifting is pretty good for that. Yeah, I don't know how many people take advantage of that, though, actually, during the gifting event. Ooh, 1 second. Okay, that was a little bit more than a second. But yeah, anytime the discussion of those masteries comes up around this kind of time, and people are like, yeah, I'm thinking of whatever, I'm like always like, yeah, just wait a couple days and utilize the gifting event to get those cores. But I think the hard thing during the gifting event, when you see what's in the greater gifting crystals, when you're doing gifting, that's what you've got in mind, right? So. But no, I think the two best things to do at this time for the game is any difficult content where you figure you're going to need health pots or revives or energy refills, or mastery cores. Yeah, I think this is the absolute best time to be putting those kind of things to use. I was getting ready to get a Grandmaster and 1K unit deal popped up, 3 blue and 4 green cores. I got it and smashed Grandmaster later. After that, I unlocked Suicides. Very good. Yeah, I think if you have the opportunity to take advantage of a good value on cores, yeah, you should definitely take advantage of that rather than doing the content, because especially if it's permanent content, it's going to be there permanently, whereas we don't see the opportunity to get cheap resources that often. Mr. Bourne, how you doing? I haven't seen you on stream. I haven't seen you in general for quite a while. How you been? Gifting event is honestly best time for masteries and hard content, bar none. But the shiny GGCs are the side. Yeah, yeah. Yep. Well, I mean, and I'm assuming we're probably going to see the 6-star Thanos, Kang. So there's a bunch of stuff from the GGCs, right? And then I would assume this year we should see the T6B and T3A resources as well. Healthy and watching, very good. I mostly watch, my dude. I click the like, but when I can chat, okay. That's why I rush Cav EQ in the first 2 days and then do some content in the meantime to burn items and then jump back into uncollected. Okay. Yeah, I used to go through the monthly EQ pretty quick as well. And then I think it was a big part of it was energy use. Because it would use up a ton of energy right away. And then I wouldn't have a really good way for event quest completion to get the milestones there. So then I started only doing monthly EQ when event quest completion was active. And I found it much better for energy. And then also I'm pretty much always able to get to at least the 4th milestone for event quest completion. The only thing doing it that way, though, usually I'm getting down to like 3 days, 2 days left for event quest completion, and I'm not quite done. So, so the last event quest completion is kind of a scramble. And there's a bunch of videos of people's season reward openings. That big brain started working. It usually works. It usually works. You haven't streamed in a while, eh, Born? At least, yeah. I don't think I've seen a couple. Yeah, I've seen a couple videos, but I don't think I've seen you live for a while. EQ completion sucks, to be honest. It takes too much refills to get all milestones, especially while doing lower difficulties. Yeah. I streamed a few days ago. I've been busy with work, federal government. Okay. Are you still counseling or are you doing something else? With the feds. Not social work? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're getting through. Let's see where we are for the 6 stars. Oh, we got a few 6 stars ready to go. All right. Rack up these points now. You missed social work? Yeah, I bet. Yeah, if you've been doing something for a while and you make a change, I could see that. And especially something that can have such a big impact on others too. So what do you do in your current job? I'm thinking about doing the same in the federal government. Okay. Well, and the thing is, too, I think for something like that, once you're in, being able to move around like to other types of jobs would be easier than if you're from the outside trying to get in. Once you're in there, I think, yeah, trying to transfer and stuff wouldn't be too bad. Give me that Spidey 2099. Yeah, it's quite interesting because when initially he wasn't looking too promising, but yeah, I think people have warmed up to him a fair bit and are finding uses for him in quite a few areas. I think I'm probably gonna take him to rank 2, and I don't know where I practice using him because I don't think Winter Soldier would really be the best place to practice with him. Mainly just because of the class disadvantage, but might be an okay place to try. But I do want to get somewhat familiar with him. Just a little bit. Can you find out if Biden actually farted in front of the British royalty if you are Fed connected? Getting in was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Yeah. I'm excited for my daughter, though. For... like, because of your employment or for something else? Mm-hmm. I haven't watched... well, I watched Canadian news. No, probably every couple days. But I haven't watched any news from the US in a long time. She will receive an unexpected gift. Okay. Oh, for Christmas. Okay, okay. She started stream. Oh, is your daughter gonna stream? You can teach her the tricks of the trade, can you? I think that'd be kind of a neat thing to do with. Well, I guess yeah, like doing anything with your kids. Like if you can share a hobby, that wouldn't be bad. That 1%. Tell me about it, dude. The worst is when you get to the 1% and then they kill you. That's the absolute worst. Which that's happened to me a few times. Yeah. I hear all President Farts play Star Spangled Banner. Oh, I've seen a few things suggesting that he's not going to run for a second term. Which that'd be the first time, I think, in my lifetime. So there's been 2 presidents who only served 1 term in my lifetime. But I think he will be the first who, if he doesn't run, he would be the first who didn't run for the second term. Oh no, I guess Carter, because Carter would have still been president when I was born. But for presidents that I was aware of, yeah, only 2 served 1 term. I got her a gaming laptop. I opted for a laptop because if she wanted to, she can take it with her. Okay. She don't know, so don't tell her. Okay. Yeah, I won't tell her. What kind of games is she into? How old is she? Well, old enough to be into video games, I suppose, or computer games. Although, there's probably no minimum age for that. Anyways, I'm out. Have a good one all. All right, Mike. Thanks for coming and hanging out. It's been a while. Good to see you in chat. But yeah, have a good one, man. Have a good one. She's almost 8. Okay. Okay. Boy. My, I don't know if my nephew, no, my niece, I don't know how she would have been probably like 8 to 12, 8 to 10. And she used to make YouTube videos. She never streamed, but she made YouTube videos. But I think she did that for like a year or so. And this was long before I ever even caught, like, yeah, I had no inkling of ever doing the YouTube thing. But I thought it was I just thought it was weird that somebody so young was doing that. And then my nephew, again, before I started streaming, he streamed on Twitch for like 6 months or so. And then I think he just out of nowhere just stopped. But yeah, they were both into this whole content creation thing long before I ever had any thought of it. I was suggesting to my brother at one point that he should consider it because he's a database analyst, and I've suggested a couple times that he could have like do tutorials or whatever for DBA stuff. Which would be a hell of a lot more useful than my arena grinding streams. She's into the usual Roblox, Minecraft type games. She saw Fall Guys and she liked that game too. Okay. Any basic gaming laptop is better than a usual PC. I love Karnak, but they missed the mark on him. Huh. Yeah, I haven't even read his info. Well, I don't think I ever read his info prior to the buff. But since the buff, I haven't paid any attention to him, really. She made about 20 videos, and 3 of her videos have 5,000 views. Really? Nice. Okay. Good for her. Well, there's that. I don't remember the name, but there's that one kid. He was young. Like, I think. Yeah, I don't know how young. But that did, like, toy reviews. And I think he's got, like, millions of subscribers. But, yeah, that channel. So I remember watching a news report about it. And, again, this was before I was streaming. But I thought that was pretty damn cool. The videos are shorts on silly things, but she did it somehow, and she loves doing it. That's good. Yeah, I think, especially at a young age, having an interest where you get to be creative is definitely a good thing. When I was a kid, my big thing was Lego. Oh man, I spent tons of hours building different. Well, actually, I didn't spend that much time building things. I'd build a few different things, and then I would just in my head play out these stories. Okay. She was looking at comments on another YouTuber and saw mean comments. And I told her she will get those comments too if she decides to go on YouTube. Well, they've removed the dislike button on YouTube. No, not the button, but they've removed the disclosure of the amount of dislikes, which... yeah, so be it. But yeah, I think if they want to show the likes, I think they should. It should show both. And to not pay attention to them, she asked me, "Why do people write mean comments to YouTubers?" Yeah, it is kind of funny, right? Like, because one thing, if you see somebody in person and you want to say something rude, it's, whatever, you just say what you got to say. But to post a comment online, like, you've got to, whether it be in front of a computer on a keyboard or on your device, and type that out. Like, really, why expend the energy just to be rude and mean to somebody? Yeah, just move along. Okay, so we got some coming off. All right. And back to the 5 stars we go. Creators can still see dislikes? Yeah. But it just hides it for the audience, which, I don't know. I don't think. I mean, maybe I've gotten rude comments. Well, I don't know. Like, most of my stuff is just crystal opening. So what are you gonna say? The only thing on a crystal opening that I could see somebody saying is, like, if they got a crappy champion, be like, "Yeah, I'm glad you got that. You wasted that crystal or something." But yeah, I don't think I've had any negative comments. Well, I guess, well, definitely nothing that I remembered for sure. Um, but I don't know. I guess maybe like maybe for somebody younger, it would have more of an impact. I mean, I guess it could have an impact for anybody. But like, I don't spend outside of the stream and uploading a video. I don't spend much time looking at anything on my YouTube. Really, there's been a couple times where I want to change like my banner or the intro video or something like that, like on the channel. But outside of that, I don't really spend much time looking. Um, yeah, there is the time to time where I'll post a video and somebody will leave a comment, whatever. Like, why did you do that? Or a good opening, whatever. And I might respond. But for the most part, I don't really spend too much time on the comments. For the comments responding to, it's usually if it's somebody that's in the stream pretty frequently. And if they leave a comment, then yeah, I'll have a little back and forth with that. But it lowered coordinated attacks on creators. Huh. Remember what was done to me with about 25 videos? Everything changed. Now the only thing it does, it helps the creator know which videos to improve or not. And you can still press dislike and they will still get them. Just public won't see amount of them. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know if, well, I guess, but yeah, there's definitely been a few streams where the stream is done and I'll go into, who do I want to do here? Okay, I'll go into like where it shows the library of things that I have, and I'll see several dislikes on a stream, and sometimes it will be kind of like, oh, I wonder what happened. And then other times it's funny because I know in particular, like a certain subject matter came up and I'm like, oh, that's probably why, which, so be it. And I don't know, I would much prefer if somebody were watching and a subject matter came up and they're like, oh, I don't like the subject matter, or I disagree. I prefer that as opposed to just a dislike. Because you don't get anything from the dislike. And for me, I like having discussions and whatnot. So, I mean, a dislike you can't discuss, right? Whereas if somebody is there and they say, hey, I don't like this topic or what. Oh, so there was a while ago, like I refer to the recoil masteries as suicide masteries, as many people do. But now a lot of people are not saying the word, right? Because people get offended or whatever. And fair enough. But anyway, so there was somebody on the stream who said they don't like the term and so on and so forth. And I just said, like, I don't have a problem with the term. You know, it's a word and so on and so forth. And then I wasn't going to go into depth about like where I used to live, but it's got the highest suicide rate in the world. If it was its own country, it would be the highest country in the world. But yeah, it's something, you know, like I've been aware of for a long time. So yeah, so something like that. Yeah, you don't like it or whatever, but it can bring about discussion. Whereas, yeah, just leaving a dislike, well, you're not really going to get anything out of that. Yeah, I guess, how you doing? Ooh, it's been a while since I've seen you. How you been? How you been? How you been? It doesn't affect recommended suggested videos. That's totally on YouTube, Sergeant. They should remove earlier dislikes from recommended criteria. What are you talking? You said dislikes don't affect recommended videos anymore. They could do it before. I just think that like it's not the creator's choice. So it is on YouTube. But if I look at a video and I see 1,000 likes, but if there's 5,000 dislikes, I'd like to know. Just, you know. So I feel that for this, YouTube has taken. It's not very transparent for the viewer. Like if they're going to remove the ability to view the dislikes for the viewer, then do the same with the likes and leave it so that only the creator can see. My understanding, because I don't know anything about like the inner workings, the YouTube stuff, or whatever, but my understanding of the likes and dislikes is simply that if you dislike something, you are less likely to see more from that creator. Whereas if you like something, whenever that creator posts, even if you're not subscribed, you're more likely to see their posts. So if you come across something and you're like, I don't like this creator or whatever, or this kind of content, you dislike it, and then you're less likely to see it. That's what my understanding is, but could be wrong. The dislikes will help the creator make that decision. Yeah. So it makes absolute sense for the creator to see it. But I just think that as a viewer, I would like to know. If I could see the likes, I also want to see the dislikes. If I can't see either, then I don't really care. But like if I'm in somebody's stream, I don't automatically hit the like button. It's definitely something that doesn't come to mind. I mean, I don't even bring it up on my stream. Like I hit the like button, subscribe and stuff. Just one, I don't care, and two, I don't remember to say that all the time. But yeah, just be now. If I'm on somebody's stream and they're like, "Oh yeah, hit that like button," yeah, I'll do it. But I don't go in thinking about it at all. There's now and then where I will, but for the most part, not really. Oof, this looks like this is going to be a long fight. What the hell? I've still got the rainbow boosts active. Uh-oh, this might be a bad idea. Nope, we're good. Wheat is good. Okay. The creator has dislikes on 90% of his videos and he doesn't look at his analysis. Naturally, he will not get much views because the public will not receive them in their suggested or recommended. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, just a dislike doesn't tell the creator why it's disliked. Right? So, like, where I was saying about the one stream I had, it was a 2-hour stream. There was about a 5-minute, 7-minute discussion about a word. That stream ended up having a few dislikes. I figured that's what it was. But if it wasn't something that was quite identifiable, I would have had no idea, right? I could have thought, oh, well, maybe people are just trolling me, or yeah, maybe they didn't like the gameplay, whatever. But just hitting a dislike button doesn't really give you any feedback as a creator. And well, like you were saying too, right? You were targeted, so not necessarily because of what you're doing, just because people wanted to troll you or whatever, right? Visibility doesn't matter. They choose to exclude number of dislikes from recommended videos. They could do it before effect would be more or less the same. If a creator has 1 or 2 videos that has higher dislikes on those videos and the creator cares, they will change their methods for the future. But yeah, but what I'm saying is that you don't necessarily know what to change, right? Yeah, we'll wait for that to expire and then, I don't know if I should reapply half. Yeah, we'll apply half hours. Because it caused stress to the creator. YouTube did a huge study. Yeah, I'm sure that them doing that, there's some basis to it, but I don't know. See, yeah, so like, I'm probably a bad example because, like I said, I don't go and look at that stuff for myself, whereas other people do. Like, yeah, if you're using this as a source of income, you absolutely need to be on top of those things. So, fair enough. Yeah, somebody that would be using those statistics. But even so, just because the public doesn't see it, the creator is. So, I mean, if they got 1,000 dislikes, they know they got 1,000 dislikes. I don't know. Maybe if I were to ever do a YouTube thing for something else, maybe I would look at it. Yeah, because again, like the whole thing for this YouTube is just to have people to chat with when doing arena. So as long as I've got that, I don't really care about any of those other things. Slimon, how you doing? Congratulations on your war results. Not bad, not bad. How are things in the good old TO? You will know what to change if you look at analytics in the back office. Yeah, like I was saying, so I'm probably a bad one to be discussing that because it's not something I spend time on. Whereas, yeah, somebody where those numbers dictate what they're doing, absolutely. There are two things. There are two things to consider: the creator, the viewer, and the advertiser. Yeah. Well, the advertiser, if you're monetized, and that's your thing, right? Because as a creator, it helps determine what videos to make more of and others not to make. Yeah. Well, again, I'm a bad one to be commenting because my purpose for doing YouTube is very different than what others would be. That's worse than the dislike button, chit chat, and all that is what matters, and you do that well. Yeah, but if you're looking at this as a source of income or your main source of income, those things absolutely matter, right? And basically every video, every stream, you need to make sure, well, because it's your time. So you need to make sure that every video and every stream is profitable. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. But yeah, I don't know if I were to ever do something like this again for whatever. The only other thing I could see doing a YouTube thing for, and I guess it'd probably be more videos than streaming, would be like a travel blog or something like that, or a vlog, I guess. And even there, I don't know. I don't think it would necessarily be about. Well, yeah, because in that case, it wouldn't necessarily be to chat with people. So maybe for that, it would be. I guess for that, it could be to fund the travel, right? So yeah, in that case, I would be concerned with how well each video and whatnot does. As a viewer, as Solar said, it can feel deceiving, but at least it helps give the creator the benefit of the doubt and watches the video to a certain point. That's a good point. That's a good point. Because yeah, if you see a ton of dislikes on something, you might just be like, yeah, I'm not going to waste my time. That's true. But feedback is in 90% of cases inaccurate on YouTube. If people don't like you, they will dislike you. If they like you, they will like you regardless of the video. Yeah, let's do that. There were, again, like after stream, if I happen to go into the like the library of streams or videos, there's definitely been a few where there's been dislikes and I have no idea why. And I think the only one where there would have been any amount of dislikes and I knew it absolutely why was the one just discussing the term used for the recoil masteries. Yeah, the change happened for the viewers, not for the creator. Yeah. But I think what he just said there, in regards to, like if you see something that's disliked a ton, you might be less likely to even give it a watch. So in that sense, that could impact the creator. Doing well, still on high from getting masters. How are you? I'm doing okay. Doing all right. People who dislike your content genuinely, they will dislike several videos until they won't get your videos anymore. Yeah, and I think, no, you can't block somebody, can you? I don't think. I think you can just choose, like, hide or see less of this, but I don't think you can actually block a specific creator. Because I had, there was a while ago where there was somebody I did not need to see their stuff anymore. And I tried to block them, and I couldn't. And so, yeah, I just disliked a couple of their videos and would select things and click on hide. And now I don't see their stuff pop up. So. So now you're taking a break from War, Slimon, or just or the game in general? And I'm assuming you've been doing map 8. How are you finding that? I finally tried a different option for my path for map 7, and I gotta say, I like it so far because I went from using 3 to 6 items per war to using 2 items, and the 2 health pots I might not have needed to, but it was more just to avoid needing a revive. Unfortunately, so I'm on path 7, and classes that aren't mutant or cosmic, their attack is reduced by 50%. So I tried with, and you also need debuffs on the opponent for most of the fights. So I tried it with Diablo, and it worked out how I figured it would. He was very, like, I didn't have to worry about him dying, but it was pretty slow. So I'm going to try it again with King Groot today. I already know he's going to be slow, but at least he won't be disadvantaged. So, but might be going between those two, and then Apocalypse with Cable. I've blocked a certain creator. Oh, can you? Okay. Wait, like you've blocked somebody from viewing your channel, or you've blocked from seeing their content? Because yeah, I think. Well, you can prevent people from chatting, like you can ban them from your chat, but can you prevent somebody from seeing yours? Well, it would only be if they're logged in, though. Anyways, so that would probably be pointless. There's people that press dislike just to get their rocks off. Yeah. I would recommend you go to YouTube's forums and check the study they did. That makes sense. All right, you guys are still having that discussion. Okay. So if we're blocked from seeing their content. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. I didn't know you could do that. Because like I said, I had tried to do it, but I just didn't see the option. And then I found doing the dislike and the hide, I don't see their stuff come up anymore. Like if I want to see their videos or whatever, I have to specifically look them up. I think you'd block them as a channel or something like that. So okay. Yeah, I mean, so because there's only one channel on all of YouTube that I've ever wanted to, so I no longer see this stuff, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, that would only, well, yeah, it would only matter if you're logged in anyways. Because I gotta stop doing that when fighting Mysterio. Ugh. If I'm paying attention, it's not bad. I won't go in and hit him right after his L1. But if I'm not paying attention, yeah, I'll go in and do a full combo. I think you guys need to find your own channel and have a discussion. You guys are liking this this back and forth. Okay. Ooh, we're almost done with the 5 stars, and I've still got. I think I had about another hour before the rest of the 6 stars were off cooldown. This is actually a lot quicker than I was expecting because I started at 6. That's 3 hours for both the 5 and the 6. Well, no. I still have a fair bit of 6 stars to go, so... No, not a fair bit. I do have a few 6 stars to go yet, but... Dexter's being stubborn? Well, maybe you're being stubborn. Because from his point of view, if you're not agreeing with him, maybe you're the one being stubborn. So I was reading what you guys are saying, and then I realized you're just having your own discussion. So yeah, I just stopped reading. So basically, what your guys' discussion is coming down to is that you think it's a good thing that YouTube doesn't show the amount of dislikes somebody has received, and Dexter is saying that it's irrelevant. Is that what it comes down to? Or maybe you're being stubborn, Flair? Absolutely, when it comes to my dad. It's funny, I always say we don't get along, but we do get along. But the thing is, we're both stubborn. But the difference is, so it's actually, when we have issues, it's actually my fault because I realize that we're both stubborn. I don't think he does. So he would just think it's all me, right? But I realize it's the two of us. So because I realize that, I'm the one in a position to not have a problem continue. But just because I am stubborn, and also I kind of like to just, kind of bug him a bit. But yeah, I'll just keep going with something. I don't have a point of view. I'm speaking on documentation. Oh, you could absolutely have a point of view based off of facts or documentation. Because don't forget, there are people who have a point of view about the Earth being flat or a sphere. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't think there's anything that you would find 100% agreement on. I think, if you were to say the sky is blue, I think you would find somebody that would, and not just to be different, but I think you would find somebody who would disagree because they genuinely believe it's not blue. I know your head is an abnormal sphere. Okay. I don't think it's abnormal. Well, maybe. It's abnormally handsome. Yeah, you got a good point there. Okay, we're almost done with the 5s. So I was planning to stream until I was done all 5 and 6s, but we're going to have about half an hour before the rest of the 6s are available. So we'll see. And EQ completion, I think, is done. Born, shouldn't you be at work? Do you still live in the same place, or did you move for the new job? Dexter is just being a fool, and Judge Judy would not like this argument in court of law. Her show is done, right? I don't think she has the show anymore. Or am I incorrect? So I think I will call Solar's dad and tell him to get a gift and spreadsheet for him. There'd be dad and Sunflare Hunt's flag everywhere. So I'm still thinking to go to see my parents in January. When I was first considering it, I was going to go. I didn't buy a ticket, which is a good thing. But I was going to go two one-way tickets. I'd probably just be there 2 weeks, or a week, but maybe 2. But I'm thinking now, if I go, like, I would still go with a one-way ticket, but anywhere between a week to maybe a month. Now, I don't think that in a week or 2 weeks well, who knows? But just seeing how things have changed so quickly in Canada, and the amount of people that have kind of gotten stranded or coming back into Canada, how things are changing. I think for me, just the way my life is currently, it would just be easier to simply say, no, I'll just hang out with my parents for a month rather than going through that. Now, granted, I mean, yeah, if you come in and you have to stay in a hotel and blah, blah, that's only a day or two, well, maybe a week. But it's only a short period of time. But, and yeah, I don't think where my parents are, because it's so small, the likelihood of any real issues happening. I think if anything, where they are, it would be more that you wouldn't be able to go there, as opposed to you wouldn't be able to come back to Canada. But, you're my boss, Flair. You want me to report to war? Aren't you happy I'm here chatting with you? Well, I'm happy whenever somebody is here and talkative in chat. So long as it's not harassing other people in chat, it's all good. It is all good. So you said you streamed a couple days ago. Was that on Twitch or on YouTube? Work, not work. Oh, yeah. So did you move for the job, or are you still in the same place that you've been? All right. Well, I think this is going to be about it. And if I don't have any 6 stars, I think that will be that. And then I'll probably just go shower, get something to eat, and by then those 6 stars should be ready. You're still in New York? Okay. Stream on both, note restream. Okay. I found an EarthCam feed just above the pub I go to sometimes, and if people visit Dublin and want to meet me, it's where we will have... Oh, okay, cool. I was fascinated yesterday, watched all day because I couldn't play. there's a couple webcams for the city that I'm in. Two of them are downtown. Or no, one is just outside of downtown, and the other's like right in the middle of downtown. And I've watched them a few times when the weather's been bad, and I don't know why, but I just get a kick out of people running to get out of the snow or the rain or whatever. I have no idea why. I'll spend time watching that. Adam, how you doing? Just got back. I guess I'm at very last minutes. Yeah, well, I started quite early though, so. Yeah, I got up. I was going through Arena for about half an hour to an hour, and then I was like, I may as well stream this, so here we are. But I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I've got a gap of about 45 minutes in my 6 stars, which really frustrates me. So I should be able to do another 2 million with my 6 stars. But, I do have a few available. Excellent. So let's get these guys on cooldown. And then call it a stream. Yeah, so we're going to have about half an hour. Oh, okay. So I've got enough for the next 2 million. And it might be a little more than 2 million. Once they come off a cooldown. Matty Boy Gaming carried him in incursions? How long have you been doing the YouTube thing for MCOC, Boren? What are you up to, Adam? You said you just got back. What were you doing? Did you go out for something to eat or just out and about? Details, man. Details. So I've got another... I think I'm going to have to do a little bit of refreshing because I'm going to get another million in the T4B arena. So to make up for that... So I at the end of the day, there's about 6 million points that I didn't put into the featured arena. So I have 4 million for the basic and then the 2 million for the T4B. So I might refresh for 5 million just to make up for that, which would cost about 1,000 units. Yeah. Because as it is without refreshing right now, I should be able to hit exactly 100 million, and I want to be a little bit beyond that. So. I watch parents let their kids go as waves hit a wall. I wanted to chuck parents into harbor. I was yelling at the camera. By the way, can someone tell me how I can get 5-star Awakening Gem General Class 1-2? I so want to awaken my 5-star Doom. Well, one way without Awakening Gem would have been to be doing this arena. There's a few different areas in Act content. Like I think the end of Act 5, there's a generic Awakening Gem. You'll depending on your progression title, you might end up seeing an Awakening Gem crystal or possibly generic as a Christmas gift. But yeah, 5-star Awakening Gems are pretty common. Depending on title. Uh-oh. Well, that dog may have cost me this match. I meant to close the window. Okay. There we go. We got things under control. 1.5 years? Okay. Not bad. So I'm just over a year. It was a year in August. And then I went from October to December last year without streaming. I did videos, but no streaming. And if I go to my parents, yeah, there'll be no streaming there. Well, there'll be no streaming for videos. Over there. I could probably do videos. Yeah, but they wouldn't be like how I normally do them, so I don't think I would. I could definitely record things on my phone, and then I'd have a ton of stuff top look at what I got back home. I was out a bit for work related thing. Just got back, and I did see your notification on my mobile, but I was in the office premises, so it's all good, dude. It's all good. Yeah, like I said, I'm really early for the stream. I guess I can allocate 500 units for gifting. Not sure how that will be, as this is my first gifting event. Well, depending on what you're doing with the 500, like if you're looking for revives, health pots, you'll be able to get a few. If you were wanting to do greater gifting crystals, yeah, that would give you one. But you know what I've been talking about that's going to happen on the stream and in Discord. So as long as you're around for that, you got an opportunity to get a lot more, not direct units, but a lot more use out of the gifting event. 2 hours more for next chapter on the side quest. Okay. I think I got the legendary and epic. I think I did 100% for 3 of the difficulties. Oh, let me take a quick look. But yeah, I'm not going to do the lowest difficulty just because of the energy use. I mean, it's not a ton of energy, but yeah, I'll put the energy to use in EQ or 7.3, which I don't have that much more of 7.3 to do, so. But hopefully next weekend I'm done. 7.3. Legendary is not open for me, and that's fair too. Yeah, so that's based on progression title. So I've got 1.4 million to go. Man, it's just so annoying just to have to sit on getting it completely done. But yeah, by the time I shower and get something to eat, they should be ready. So let me see. Oh, okay. So I got the legendary done. I thought I had epic done. I don't. And oh, I don't have all of master done either. Okay. And I'm not going to do heroic. All right. So let me get through. Make sure at least the 6 stars are all done, because the 5 stars all are, right? No, we have 2 5 stars. Okay. So let's do this. Yeah, because this will drag it out a little bit longer. Okay. And then we'll get a little bit more of that side quest stuff done, I guess, while we're here. Oh, crap. I just realized now I got 2 mutants. Ooh, that works out. That really works out. Okay. The reason I'm looking for Awakening Gem, because I did take Doom to R5 today on level up for... Oh, nice. Okay. Well, he's not... Like, the Awakened ability is nice to have, but it's not a necessity. It's not really going to change much in how you would play him. And the only time it would really change anything is only if the opponent has a power gain buff. Outside of that, yeah, you're not going to see any difference playing him. So if you happen to come across a Mystic Awakening Gem, yeah, then yeah, sure. But outside of that, like if there was something where you could buy one, or if you had a generic, yeah, I wouldn't do that. I did all 4 so far. I think it took about 140 energy or a bit over it. Okay. Osman, how you doing? I don't know if I don't think I've seen you since Cyber Weekend. Oh no, I did, because you got what you needed for the R4 Hercules, right? Okay, so we'll do the same thing with a 4, a 5, and a 6. There we go. I see, but the R5 thing to do took so much gold, and ISO was too much. Yeah, yeah. If you're at a point where getting that kind of resource is limited, then yeah, an R5 rank up is going to eat up a lot of those resources. Absolutely. So are you all set for gifting, Osman? Also, how'd your war season end up? Yeah, so I've got 3 champions that are at rank 3, who are not maxed out yet because, well, 2 of them I don't have the ISO for, the class ISO. And then also I'll wait until a level up to put ISO into them anyways, but yeah, a rank 2, well, a rank 1 to 2 6-star isn't too bad for ISO, but a 2 to 3 is taking a lot of ISO, and I'm assuming that a 3 to 4 that's gonna be crazy. For a month now, I should not even touch any level up. Need huge amount of gold and ISO. Yeah, but the thing is, you want to take advantage of those milestones for the level up, right? To get the revive and the units for sure. But you don't necessarily need to do big rank ups for them. All right, so let's go into some of this. Oh, wait, let me see how much time I have until these final 6 stars come off cooldown. Okay, so half an hour and they'll all be good. Okay, yeah, and that will be enough for the 1.2 million. All right. War season was good. More details with Parasite, but it was a good bump to my roster as I am now 7,000 prestige. Ooh, not bad. In a month from 6,000. Okay. And I'm holding your 4-star shards. Open dual crystals when you need certain class ISO. Yeah, that's a good idea. Exactly, I did R4 Herc. I got a spot in top 10 AQ focus team after this AQ week is done. We're chilled with war, just plat 4. Oh, that's not bad at all. Okay. Not bad. So plat 4 and you're like, you're not trying for plat 3? Like you're just hanging out at plat 4? Because that sounds kind of appealing. Do incursions and side quests? Yeah, incursions is good for gold. Yes, it is. Okay, so I had epic, and we got legendary done 100%. Okay, so let's finish off the master. Oh dear, I don't remember at all what teams were good for this. So I think this is the side without the nodes. Let's go with sushi. Actually, this isn't really going to matter though because I'm in master, right? So this should go really quick. Oh, no, this is a side with the nodes. Oh, okay. Villain attacks are inflicted. Okay, doesn't matter because we're not using a villain attacker. You know what? Until just entering this now, I totally forgot about this. Anyone works for cycles? Yeah. Until I just entered, I totally didn't remember what this looked like, man. It seems like it was so long ago that I had done it. Solo players, so all side quests you will get all the shards of that 4K crystal one. It's better for you as per your progression title. You can get 100,000, I think. Okay. You can do auto fight with lower side. Yeah, probably could. Yeah. Actually, let me see if there's any. Well, I'll finish this one. But if there's a class combat going, I should probably use that class to get points there. Science arena. Geez, that got done quick. Oh, and I should have. Nah, no. I could have maxed out the event quest completion milestones, but that final one, I meant to say, solo player do all side quests. I might do the lowest one close to the end of the month, depending on how much energy I've got. There are 24 Cav Grandmaster crystals in total this month. Yeah, and this crystal is like the worst one we've seen. That's why there's so many of them. Yeah, it'd been nice to get a bunch of the crystals when they had Hercules or Hyperion in them, but no. Last year we had around the same amount of shards, but we had more choices. Yeah, that was the Epoch shards though, right? I don't care about War High Tier just because I don't want to turn off suicides as I'm grinding all milestones. Each arena I believe in my skills to do Master War, but it's not worth it for me. Okay. Yeah, I don't I prefer not to fight in war at all. But I think any decent level AQ alliance, you're probably going to be doing 3 BGs of war. You're back? Well, welcome back, Parasite. How's work? You're back and I'm almost done. Yeah, I was thinking that I wouldn't stream now and I'd stream in the afternoon, but I was going through the arena and I was like, well, or are you? Ooh, there's the question. Okay, so Master is done, so it's just the 2 goes at Epic. Okay. Okay, yeah, so it was the Epic side where I did the side with the nodes already. Alright. I wonder, I don't think this would have been any, no. Maybe it would have been faster with CGR. It would just be yeah, because I could be able to get to his L2 quick. It would have, it's not like it would make much difference. How much units are you going to spend for gifting? So I'm going to do 6,000 for the giveaways. And then maybe another 10 beyond that, so 16 in total. So I should hit 3,000. Actually, it's yeah. So I should hit about 30,000 units before gifting starts. So if I do 6,000 for the giveaways, that's going to take me down to 24. And then if I do another 10, yeah, it'll take me to 14. So yeah, about between 10 and 18 in total, maybe. Heroic is worth it. It gives you 4-star crystal each chapter, some gold, 4-star crystals for ISO. Nothing. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and I could auto fight heroic as well, but we'll see. What I might do there is if there's a class combat on, and I'm looking for somewhere to get the points for that, I might do it there. But outside of that, I don't know. How's the grind going? It's coming along. I had a break between. It's one of the most annoying things for me when doing arena. But I was going through the 6 stars, and then I couldn't be in the game for about 45 minutes. So I've got a gap of about an hour for running my 6 stars. So yeah, but once the final 6 stars are off cooldown, I'll be able to put up the last 1.2, and then I'll hit 70 million. Overall today, I should end up at around 88 million. And I may end up using about 1,000 units for refreshing just to get over 100 million. Without that, I will hit exactly 100 million. I might not need to refresh. I could probably just open some of the soul crystals and I'll get arena boosts for the 5 and 6 stars. But I may as well, with the 1.5 time increase boost with the arena boost, run a few 6 stars several times. Okay, so that is done. Ooh, this is a fair bit of T5B we're getting. Well, we got T4B from the other one. Okay. So there's that. Now we got this one. So once I'm done with this, I'll check and see if I have any more 6 stars to go. But I had about half an hour before they were all ready to go. And I'll have my 5 stars back around in about 3 hours. Unfortunately, I'm going to be out as they come off cooldown. But by the time I get home, they should be all good to go. Above 100 million is kind of safe target. Yeah, I don't know, man. I still think so. Out of any of the arenas where we've seen somebody go, well, second round is usually higher, but the biggest difference we've seen between round 1 and round 2 is about 30 million. But the thing is, the criteria for why round 1 went so low is still the same, right? Lots of people have him. People are saving units for gifting. But I think because he went low, a lot of people are doing like well, he went so low, why don't I just go to get him duped? Now, the thing is, are those people going to be like, yeah, I'll just do 20 million more, so I'll go for 80 million, which is what I was thinking initially. Well, I was thinking 80 million. So, like, I have the prediction at 75. I'm going to go a fair bit over 75. Just because I've already put this much time in, I want to get, a better opportunity. But I was thinking 80 because I wasn't thinking I would have the time to get 3 runs of the 5 stars each day. But I have been able to get all the 5-star runs in each time. So we're getting that. Now there's 6 million points that I used in the basic to get the milestones, and then 2 million for the T4B. So 6 million points that could be in this arena, in the featured arena. But if I use about 1,000 units, I could refresh and make up for that. So, Rar, how you doing? How is your Wednesday? Getting confused on the days. How's your Wednesday coming along? First round was so tragic, maybe the 60 million mark might be a couple of people, but most of them might have gone higher. Yeah, there was a really big range because, like, I think 23rd was 153 or something. But it doesn't really matter if a lot of people went higher. Still, the lowest was the 60, right? And that's what people have in mind. So anybody making their go at it, that's what they're working off of. So they know they've got to put up an amount more than 60. And it's whether or not people are like, well, do I need to double that? Or do I just need to go 20 million more? Yeah. But like I said, so even if I miss getting the 6-star, I'll dupe the 5, and that will give me ISO, which I'll be able to use for the rank 3. Well, for the 6-star to get it maxed out at rank 3. So either way, and I'm pretty sure where I am right now, I'm pretty confident I've got the 5-star. So yeah, there's at least that. Ooh, did we form? Oh, okay, never mind. I was thinking that was the mythic crystal, but not quite. And what are we at? We are 104,000 6-star shards. Okay. The second round is the most unpredictable ever. I know, eh? So here's what I was going off of, though. Let's see. So now that I've... Oh, wait, let me see if I have the 6 stars available yet. Because I do not want to increase this gap for the 6 stars at all. Okay, yeah, so we do have some. Okay. Let me do this quick. Let me blow this up a little bit. So yeah, if you look at the 6-star featured, and this is really annoying when I was going through here with all of the second rounds where there's the no data. It makes it so annoying. So Purgatory at 120 to 140, so a difference of 20 million. Indian Supreme 70 to 88, difference of 18. I've got no data. But it was this one here for the Medusa of 127 to 154, so about a 30 million difference. And that's the biggest increase that we've seen between round 1 and round 2. So that's where I was going off of 80 to 100 million. So we could see a 40 million increase here, which would mean 100 million would be at the very, very end. But yeah, hopefully just over 100 will be sufficient. If not, well, I get a dupe on the 5-star. I just got my season rewards last night and opened a 5-star crystal after saving my materials in AW. Got someone good, but I got OG Storm, so I just R4'd my 5-star Sasquatch instead. Okay. No one remind me of war rewards. The curse of dupe is still continuing. 7th dupe. It's excessive. I should find someone to blame. Oh dear. Are you still doing basics, Parasite? But that's why I don't want to do any more of this current feature, because I think the only new champion I could get in there is Hercules. I think everybody else who would be new for me in there I've gotten. So, and I really feel that the likelihood of getting Hercules is going to be pretty damn slim. So, yeah. I see. How you doing? I now have around 24,000 units for Greater Gifting Crystals. How many 6-star shards can I get? When will we know if you can't say this early? I think it's usually... Yeah, they do post what is in the GGCs beforehand. I don't know if it would be a week. No, probably not a week prior. So maybe 2 or 3 days prior. But anywhere between a week to 2 to 3 days before the gifting event starts, you should know what's in there. So are you planning to use all of those units for Greater Gifting Crystals? I just have 66 stars. There are 100 more champs on the basic, but still I'm landing on dupes. Oh man, I think I was in the 70s or 80s, and I was, and it was. Yeah, it was around then when decided to start going for features, because I was always getting dupes, and it's shitty dupes too. Huh. You know, it's funny. There's not a single 6-star who needs high sig that I've been able to dupe when I needed the SIGs. I've duped Cap IW after, no, I took him to 180 and I left him at 180 specifically for that reason. So that if I pulled him again, there was something good coming from it. So yeah, that's how he got to be SIG 200. But yeah, if I had maxed him out, then that dupe on him would have been so hard on the soul. I got OG Spidey dupe today. I might be happy to get Groot or even Iron Patriot new. Well, I got Blue Cyclops. And it was the first time getting him, so I gotta say I was not unhappy. Now, if I dupe him, yeah, I won't be happy. I'm only getting dupes in basic and also featured. Fun. Well, if you're duping Hercules from the feature, that's not too bad. But I'm assuming that's probably not the dupe you're getting from the feature. Yeah, all for GGCs. Do you suggest anything other? I'm open to any advice. Should I use on masteries or anything else? So the biggest reward or potential reward would be from the greater gifting crystals for sure. But yeah, if they're like, I think that during the gifting event, if you wanted to unlock suicides, for example, that's the absolute best time to do so. Or if you had any big content that you wanted to get done, and for this you could do as you go, but having revives and health pots would be a good time to do that as well. But yeah, and I mean this is why greater gifting crystals are such a big deal now, is because the possible return on what you're going to get could be pretty substantial. And it's going to be the fastest way to rack up the milestones for the gifting event stuff. So, but yeah, if you were thinking to unlock suicides, now would be the time to do it. Also, just before the gifting event starts, they may have an offer on the cores, because they've done that for a couple of years now, where just before the gifting event starts, they have an offer on cores. Yeah, I will do a few greater gifting crystals, but not many. So I will, and I especially with the trade and storm, I should have a bunch of resources for 7.3, so I don't really need to be worrying about those. But if I'm wanting to contribute to the Alliance event for the gifting, I'll probably be doing GGCs. But I will be getting points regardless because of doing the giveaways. So as far as the solo milestones, I should be good. But yeah, because I am going to want to contribute to the Alliance milestones for sure. And probably do... Well, we've got 2 weeks, so it's a lot of time. But yeah, I will definitely be trying to do some of 7.3 within the gifting window. So if I end up using all of the resources that I've got on hand, then yeah, it will absolutely be the time to pick up some revives and health pots. Probably more so health pots, because that's the thing that I'm always lacking. Yeah, I'm excited to see what the trading story is about. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is going to be a slow fight. Anytime you're using Groot, it's going to be slow. Let's see. I have about 43 or 45 6-stars, Parasite 9 are duped. 3 of those dupes were 3 crystals in a row, 3 skills. Hercules is already SIG 200. I know the chances for dupes is big, but still missing some in basic and feature. I have 153 6-stars at the moment. Oh, damn. Nice. Okay. So that's a little bit more than 30 more than me. I think I'm at 121. So you have, yeah, about 30 more than I do. Okay. Well, that's 10 extra matches that you can do. Not bad, not bad. I'm on 50. What I would suggest to do, and unless what you would have done with the units you have, get those for the fighting. At 56 star. Okay, yeah. I'm excited to see what the. It is so annoying to see a dupe on a 6-star crystal at. Yeah, dude, it is. Okay. Forger, how you doing? So, with Oh no! I was just about to ask you. I was just gonna ask you if you got into the Masters Alliance. Yeah, I figured a Masters Alliance would fill up pretty quick though. I think about it. There's still time, right? Yeah, because we have today is the 8th, so 12 days until it's live. So yeah, you definitely got some time to figure out what you want to do. And I mean, also, if you are open to buying units, I think it's Christmas Day. There will be offers in the unit store. It will be kind of like July 4th Cyber Weekend. Not as good, but you could buy units and you'll get extra items. So if that's something you'd consider, you could absolutely get extra units and get more than just the units during the gifting event. It would probably only be Christmas Day though that would be available. But yeah, need to find another Plat 1 Alliance. Yeah. So as it is right now, you'd end up missing 2 days from the Alliance gifting stuff though, right, Forger? Well, no, it's only 2 days that you wouldn't be able to contribute is all it is. And I need to finish the AQ cycle before I join anywhere. Dude, I think those offers are normally garbage. Yeah. But if you are going to buy units during the gifting event, that would be the time to do it. I don't think that those are offers that you're going to be like, oh my god, I can't resist. But if you want to buy units at some point over the gifting event, just wait until those offers. Because at least you'll get something more than just the units. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be the day the gifting goes live. It'd be a couple days later, which fair enough. Because if you figure, hey, I'm using a lot more units than I was expecting, I'm going to want some more units. Well, and I think that's why they do it. It's not. Yeah, I think it's because they realize people would be using units for the gifting, so it's a way to justify buying the units because they're getting something a little extra. Yeah, last year I think it was mainly just shards. I'm here for the perks. Big Blue, how you doing? How's your day coming along? Oh wait, is this a raid from Mr. Perkalurkins? Oh wow. I haven't seen Perkalurkins for a while. It's so stupid Kabam didn't plan it better so people could leave the Alliance and able to gift from day one. No, they planned it exactly how they wanted, but the thing is, when they're planning or doing considerations for things, it's always what's going to suit them, not what's going to suit the player base. Because absolutely, they didn't need to make um, the cutoff 2 weeks, right? They could have made it a week, knowing when war season would end. But yeah, no, it was easier for them to just do the 2 weeks or whatever. So there you go. Why wait another 5 days after HQ cycle? Perkinator raid. All right, all right. How you doing, Bidmore? How is your Wednesday coming along? Yeah, I'm about done because I'm almost done with my 6 stars. And I saw Perkins was streaming, so I was going to raid him, but he beat me to it apparently. Mr. Perkalerkin's coming in with... Billy, I know you've been waiting for that. I know you've been waiting. Well, thank you for the raid, Brian. How you doing? Oh, come on. Come on. Okay. There we go. There we go. He's down and out. Doing good. Ryan, Billy is here. He was. I don't know if he still is, but that used to be his favorite part of the stream. Was that siren? So I know if he's here and he heard that, he's celebrating. Ooh, I think we're gonna do this because if we take Doc off, we're gonna also have Green Goblin, and yeah, he just slows things down. So did you get the T4B arena done, Brian? I got another million to do that in that arena myself. But yeah, I think when my R5s are off cooldown, I'll run them because that will be 1,000,000 points, and that will get the T4B done. And then yeah, everything else will be in the featured. Holy jeez, what the heck? That dude is taking some time to go down. Yes, T4B, CAV-EQ, 1.100%. Okay. That was a productive morning for you. Yeah, I'm gonna... So after this, I'll be up 13 million from where I started. Started at 57 million. Gonna finish at 70. A little bit over 70. And then finished off a couple of side quests. Got those explored. Yeah. Boomer, how you doing? Why is everyone streaming early today? Well, it's just Brian and I. I don't know if we're everyone. I guess we're the important ones. So yeah, you're right. Everyone. Yeah. How's it going? It's going okay. How you doing? How's old age treating you? I stream when I have time. There you go. Well, yeah, which is my case. Why I'm streaming early. Wasn't it? I probably could have yesterday, but I wasn't feeling like I was tired. And then I'm gonna be out for about an hour. In a couple hours. So I wouldn't be able to stream at my usual or close to my usual time. But yeah, I was up early. Figured I had this nonsense to do, so hey. Let's see who's around to chit chat. I'm gonna head out. Have a nice day and be safe all. All right, Osman, have a good one. Thanks for coming and hanging out. It's somewhat a season of new game content release season, hence you may see many people streaming early today. Got any other games? MCOC. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, this would it makes sense to have this as a time for new games and stuff because for the most part, it's probably kids that are playing games, and well, they're gonna have time to be playing games. My old age of 19 is treating me well. Good stuff. Good stuff. If you were consistent like today, tomorrow will be 2 hours earlier than today. Yeah. Um, yeah. So, yeah, I'll get a full run of the 5 and 6 stars tomorrow morning. Um, and as long as I'm up, yeah, because I'm gonna have something at 11:30 tomorrow. So, I would be done before the arena is ended, anyways. So it wouldn't be like right up to the last minute. I should be done a couple hours before. Okay, I think I'm gonna get to 71. Nice. We're just over 71. Not bad, not bad. So I was saying I was going to get to 88 by the end of the day. So it's going to be, I think what I'll probably do is refresh to 90 today. And then tomorrow morning, I'll be doing 12 or 13. So, but I might try to get just to hit 105. So I might do that and then maybe open 1,000,000 battle chips, even though I really don't want to. But that might be the only way to ensure that I'm at 30,000 units for gifting. I don't know. I'm a bit OCD about like perfect numbers, I guess. Like if I set a target, I definitely want to get it. Like I wanted to be at 40,000 for Cyber Weekend, but I was a little bit less. Uh, and I mean, that's because I went and opened the 2 Herc cabs. uh, ah. Actually, you know what? I might not need to refresh at all. If I open a few more solo crystals with the arena boosts, yeah, because I saved the. Oh, that just reminds me, I need a tech. Oh, perfect. Because I have one of these in overflow. There we go. Okay. But yeah, if I run some arena boosts without refreshing, that might be enough to get me where I want to be. Be right back. If I am late, have a good grinding, but be right back in 10 minutes. All right, all right. Yeah, I'm just about done. I think I've got this and one more match, and then it will be time to shower and get something to eat. But yeah, it was good to see you, Mr. Adam. And I don't think if I'm yeah, I think the next stream won't be until tomorrow afternoon. Don't think I'll stream tomorrow morning, and probably not the second run today. So yeah, if not tomorrow afternoon, then it will be when the trading store goes live on Friday. Because yeah, I do want to stream that. Have a quick look. Trade in some of my energy refills and health pots. Have a good day, Solar. Dishes to do and a house to clean. All right, Brian. Thanks for the raid. Much appreciated. All right, so we're getting just over 71 million. Not bad, not bad. Oh, dang, not a damn one I want to do. TP1SS, how you doing? How was your day coming along? Yeah, I guess that's what we'll do. Solarized Paradise. Finished work and awakened 5-star Ultron. That's cool. Ooh, not bad. Not bad. Yeah, that will give him that health back from energy damage, and then he'll shrug off Incinerate and Shock faster. Not bad. Yeah, I don't like. It's definitely not a necessity for him, but it really gives you the full experience of Ultron. I'll use them for Apocalypse and Wars. Yeah. Yeah. Be pretty useful there. I used him for the side quest last month for the mutant one. And it was actually that really got me to appreciate him. Prior to that, I was kind of thinking of him back and forth. And then after that, I was like, yeah, I could definitely see using him. All right. Well, that is that. See when we're going to have the 5 stars back. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be right when I'm out. So I think it's going to probably be about 3-4 hours. Yeah. Right when I'm out. All right. Well, that's fine because it just means it'll be a little bit later tonight when I get the 3rd round. Oh, wait. Is it only going to be the R5s? No, they're all going to be off. Okay. All right, stream's stuck. I can see the chat. Oh, maybe, but if you can still hear. Oh, no, it looks like it's okay. But yeah, that is it for me, anyways. I don't think anybody else is going currently. Let's do a quick look. No, nobody else is. Ooh, they've got. Here, I'll link this. It's in about an hour. For the MCOC YouTube channel, they've got a video that's going to premiere, and it looks like it's the roadmap for Year 7 roadmap is what it says. So that could be something to check out. Should be live in just over an hour. But yeah, that is it for me. Thanks for coming and hanging out, and I'll catch you guys later. Take care.